Hey there, welcome back. Today, we're peeling back the layers to reveal 11 surprising psychological facts about women. Insights that can profoundly shift your perspective and completely reshape how you navigate the world. Now, brace yourselves, because statistically, a staggering 97% of men remain blissfully unaware of these key elements, leading to frequent misunderstandings and even rejection. But listen, you don't have to be part of those. You can be part of the best 5%. Now's your time. The only thing you have to do is to pay attention and follow us so that you don't miss anything. But hey, all of this knowledge must not be considered only for men. In fact, ladies, understanding these truths about yourselves is empowering. It enhances your self-awareness and unlocks a magnetic, irresistible force within. Today's insights can be applied for a lot more. They can be used in relationships, friendships, and even with family. What's key is to transform and to learn what's best for you. To make sure this happens, this is a call to become a better you by learning from what others think. To begin, remember that there is nothing to lose and much to win. For a better experience and to make sure you don't miss anything, please follow us and enjoy today's content. With that said, let's do a quick test. If you're feeling fired up and eager to uncover these eye-opening secrets, detonate that like button. Your engagement helps us continue delivering impactful, Stoic wisdom. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest revelations. Let's keep the energy flowing. If you're loving this topic, drop a 1 in the comments. And if you think we can elevate our content even further, type Z and share your suggestions. Your input is invaluable. All right, let's get down to the key points. Buckle up, because this video is about to transform your understanding of women and relationships. What does all of this has to do with Stoicism? Well, the more you know, the more you can understand human behavior. And the more you improve your knowledge, the more prepared you are to face this wonderful but complex world. To act as humans, first, you must learn to understand what the true self and what the outer perspective wants, and to choose the best for you. Today is all about that. By the end of this journey, you will radiate self-confidence, become a valuable individual, act accordingly with the situation. Learn why all of this must not make you think better or worse about anyone. Be wise. As the content is understood, the first key fact is that women fall in love because of what they smell. As the famous quote indicates, the path comes with aroma, but the strength depends on how well you can walk it. Psychological fact number 1, the power of scent. Now is when you can get the advice that your grandmother told you as a kid. The first impression will always set the difference. So this holds for the relationships. This fact must be taken into account, because as women are more gifted in what the aroma sets in their brains, then they will feel attracted depending on what the aroma sets in their brain. Now think about how they work. We love what takes us to a good moment. You're an aroma. That means that you set a feeling to other beings, set a pleasant feeling to their lives. So here's the thing to be careful with, and that can probably create a plot twist, is not about you, because there might not be a connection and all the effort you make will be worthless. Why the aroma influences so much. Women have a more gifted brain with their smelling senses. They can identify which aromas come and why they make them feel. So what must you do? You must first show them an excellent aroma so that they can feel well. But hey, make yourself love that scent. To pretend to be someone that you are not is something that never works in the long term. Psychological fact number 2, independence and respect. Also, in order to create that aroma, there are some keys. The next point we're going to see is the importance of independence. Women prefer men who can lead away, and that takes a lot of power. To be clear with your goals makes you a person to follow. People don't follow crazy thoughts or bad intentions. People only see what's true and what's worth. Psychological fact number 3, unspoken attraction. As that is followed, if what's more sensible is to be careful with the amount of power that you give to people, because you may not know if their true purpose is to suck you up. Also, for the content and true context of the message to get to the point, is also valuable to say that women at the start won't show everything to the world. You might not know their thoughts with just a few interactions, So, in the event that something valuable is appreciated in that person, it is important to be wise and have the ability to say what is expected for her to be your partner. And with that message, you can test if their intentions are true or not. What's the point? There must be a point to which you can understand what's true in her. It's as simple as showing her true intent and letting the magic do what has to be done. You have to be aware with the true intentions. To get to that level, there has to be something for you to feel worth it to keep going in that relationship. Why to test their intentions that clearly? To show respect, it cannot be forced and it requires courage. This has a lot to do with Stoicism because it indicates that it all depends on who is acting. That means to what intentions are leading those actions. So it's about acting with those principles and leading a kind of self-aware detective work. Psychological fact number 4, the power of preselection. Another key aspect is what happens when other beings approve what you have to offer. The taste is on the try, and that quote makes a lot of sense. Why? Is not the same when someone shows you something, or you are the one who takes the action to seek it. In this term, a man can be as good as possible, but women can take the decision to go beyond and see what makes you have approval from other beings. This requires being as true as possible because to pretend comes with fatigue, and that shows. So as a tip, show yourself with who you really are. It doesn't matter if you're less valuable than you think. The goal is to make you see what is truly valuable in you and what you have to offer without selling smoke. Remember, all that you have to offer is only for those that have the intent to be by your side, and you won't probably never realize what's true if you don't give that test from them. If you're not with those persons to connect with your true self, there's nothing you can do there. All the energy will be wasted, and you won't make any progress, which is not following Stoic principles, because one of those is to always seek what makes you go forward. There's nothing that adds a better aroma than to be true. Psychological fact number 5, teasing as a sign of interest. People that are in your same energy will probably give you that power to go with you in what comes. And there are some clear acts for you to see that, for example, the way they speak about you is always in a way to give you power. They are playful and always searching to see if you can relate to that emotion and to go with you. This is something that works a lot. They only expect true joy. You want more? If that exists, then keep making an effort. Psychological fact number 6, understanding unspoken language. Remember that women like for you to pay attention to the details of their expression. If you want to go further, this is the place to keep learning and discover that we are not that difficult to understand. There is not a true recipe. In fact, there's more than we can imagine. So, what's clear is that if there's no action, there's nothing else to see. If you are bold with good intentions, what can happen might be more of what you can expect, because it's always well seen those who make that effort. But what's key, as I said, is to do it with true intentions, not to manipulate. Psychological fact number 7, appearance during intimate moments. Also, there's something you can take into account that might not be that important. Remember all what we've discussed that may not lead you to know her and to create that connection. There's something that she values a lot about all of this, that she seeks to be looked for you, and how much do you make her feel that? So when the moment comes, compliment her. This may be the simplest and most useful tip. Never underestimate the power of a pleasant, kind word. What matters has to flow. If you truly desire to be great in what makes you improve that feeling between those that connect, remember and set to stone what you made them feel and make them realize what makes you feel good too. There has to be good from both sides. So what has to lead this to not be more? This must be the reason to stop and to start working in another thing. You are the pilot. To be clear, you are not responsible for all that happens, but to be grateful for those great memories and for what had to be, all or nothing. You always have the option to add. Psychological fact number 8, emotional connection enhances sensations. Never forget to talk with her about what she expects from the relationship to understand what you must do to create more connection and what pleases her and what pleases you. The purpose of what you have to offer for the other being in those moments will be a total success in everything you do. It's all about showing love and respect, because when that exists, all can flow. All that you have to offer can be key for her to feel great about her relationship. Never forget to make her feel beautiful. You must remember it. If not, remember that silence will always say more, even if it can cause some tears. Always be honest in what she wants. Ask what she values about herself, and don't make the same mistakes that were made. In those cases, there are more possibilities to build something stronger. Everything must start from within to be released. Friendship, free food, and approaching when upset. Psychological fact number 9. Friends versus partners. Always respect that the ones that make her laugh and that are most important are her friends. Those make her move on. There's even more. The comfort of sharing with a friend makes a lot of women have more pleasure. For those reasons, you should listen to her and never underestimate those types of comments. It's not about getting jealous. It's about listening. Also, you must take care of not feeling jealous from her friends. They are a pillar, and they were there before and will probably be there forever, so that has to be taken with true respect. Why? For two main reasons. If the woman ends up being a relationship with you, those people can probably make her move on. Never stop working to make her feel that what you want to offer. Otherwise, she might value more the time with those people, or you will give reasons for others to give her what you don't have: time, joy, or love. Psychological fact number 10. Dates for free food. And is a key aspect for you to evaluate if what you have to offer is truly working and not be played with. I'm saying you might be used. Listen carefully to the following phrase. All might not be said with the action. Those whom are true will want to be with you in any possible moment, regardless of outer activities. Why? It doesn't hurt what to do, but with whom. Actions are actions, and people value actions in so many ways. You want to know if what comes is worth it. So what can make the moment to understand and not get used? To pay attention. As you pay attention, your instinct knows what to do or what not to do. Also, there's the option that is not your problem. You can't make everyone be true, but you can choose well. If at some point what comes might not resonate, be prepared to shut the doors. It is never too late. Remember, first is you. It's never late to quit. Psychological fact number 11. Approaching when upset. So, with all that said, if a woman is angry or frustrated, she will feel better if you pay attention to her and show empathy. The main reason of all this is to know when and how to approach her, and most importantly, to understand. In their brain, that means support. There are a lot of factors that show if she will accept being with you, but you have to accept what's true about what can work. If not, then it's not meant to be, and there's more to what's to come. Remember, it's not a loss, it's a change of path, and you'll probably end up being grateful about that at some point. By being around her in those moments, she values what you are willing to sacrifice, so she's not alone. The power of sense and deeper understanding. If that works, and there's true intention from both sides, then the magic is closer than what you imagine. So, to add more gasoline to that engine, what can be done? Go with her friend. Show yourself. Take a step forward. If what you are in the search of matches those signals, be safe. She expects those signals to turn you into a true being. It's not as crazy as you think. Take that seriously. If you never start to perform action and do what you feel, that's never going to change, and that feeling will probably never appear. Don't just make the test. Act accordingly. Do your side. Put all your power in a bowl and act. If not, you won't ever succeed. Remember, there's nothing that can't be done with intention. By doing that, she knows and starts seeing who you are and what it's all about being with your energy. A great leader is all about that, leading all the energy to one point. If there's no connection, it is what it is. It means that you followed those signals and that you have everything to give something great to those who are on the same page than you. Those who don't are now out of the way. Those are the Stoic principles to follow. By knowing all of this, what's next? Well, let's see. Now's when the bonus comes. Let's dive even deeper into the psychology of love. There's always micro-actions that help and take a strong bond. Remember to thank their support. The best is to see from where to add even more gasoline to that great engine. As it was noted in the first part of this video, all that is smelled is the power of aroma. So how do I apply this in my life? Well, for you to be remembered, remember those points. What makes your actions valuable? What are the strengths to play, and what actions are worth it to remember you? Make yourself present, but know when to step aside. To never lose the point of who you are, what you have to offer, and why that's so powerful. Remember, there are a lot of things that you can control, and all is with that mindset. That's you, and what is meant to be will flow easily. Authenticity and navigating complexities. Authenticity is what all have to admire. To be original, and to be what people admire from you. Remember to be true to yourself, for people to fall for what they can't control. For all that power, never lose control and never stop building all of it. You must learn to play with time and energy. The power will always be in you, but it all depends on how well you play with it. I try to quote a wise lesson. Those that follow and seek for Stoicism have to think that this also applies to this. There's more, but what you are is a start. Remember, you make this true. There will be time for everything, but what will mark the difference is what is created within. Let's make an example. A person who loves you won't make you choose between himself and a friend. Instead, that person will accept and try to understand what the relationship is and what it means to be with them. That makes their presence even more valuable. How can you be ready for the unexpected? To make your life an effort to show how amazing their mind might be. The constant effort to be the best example of someone. So, to be a true leader, and it has to be something that makes you flow naturally, something that others must recognize that you have. With all of this, what comes now? As now you might have the best of you. What can you control from your perspective? To do that, apply a mindset, in which is what you have to say to the end. What makes you you is more than you can see. Thanks for reading and taking the time to see all that I have to say. I tried to give those tools to improve and never get stuck in outer validation. See what all have to offer in life. But be aware to not get taken from those who are badly intended. Those principles, if followed, will improve life and make others see the good that comes from what you decide to create in this life. Remember, you are the pilot of your life, but you must thank God for what He made and decided to give to this world for people to learn how to live it. If what has been said resonated with you, follow for more content like this. It's a pleasure to share with all of you the power to become your best self.